trying a chest mount holder. So we'll see how that works today. Today we're going to Duson, Louisiana from Scott. Just a simple trip, testing out the changes I made to the solar panel mount. I found that it was bending. It was not holding up as well as I wanted. So we're going to try that and this new mount. Now this is still a bit too shaky. I was using handlebar, remove the vibration in a video editor. I'd like to try to avoid that if I can. I also received a head mount, which I'd have to figure out how I could use that along with the helmet that I have, if that will work. I don't want to go without the helmet if I'm going on a road. Also, I found that the microphone was not working too well when mounted on the handlebar. Hopefully this is better. So this is Scott, Louisiana. Duson is about between 5 and 10 miles west of Lafayette, up Scott, and so we'll just see how that goes. I think I'll set it for about 15 miles per hour today. go ahead of them. That was nice. Most of the roads are paved. I think all of the roads that I'll ride today, some are in better shape than others. Morning, I had taken a trip yesterday and battery's about 50% discharged. I charged it the rest of the way with the solar panel this morning, so it worked pretty nicely. It takes a few hours, but it's free. Made some adjustments on the solar panel mount this morning. I had to reinforce the joint at the where it joins the bicycle. That L brace was bending, so I doubled it. It should take care of the problem. I would normally not go more than about 10 miles an hour on a long trip, like the one I took yesterday to Krotz Springs from the visitor center at Butte La Rose, Louisiana. That round trip was about 30 miles. I don't think I would have made that one battery alone. For a good bit, I was just letting the motor run. I pedaled part of it. I'm going to adjust the seat up some because those cables may be in the view of the camera. That is a bit distracting. Very little traffic on these back roads. Gearing on this trike is really for slower speeds. Above 15, you're just really pedaling too hard, too fast to keep up. I was considering modifying the front sprocket, making that larger, but if I do that, then I'd have to either modify or remove the chain guard because it's made for this size sprocket, front sprocket. It's a nice day today. It's not been completely sunny for the last several weeks. And we've got some cloud cover today, some sunshine. Ghost pedaling right now because I have speed level 4 set, which is about 15 miles an hour. Well, it's 13.6, close enough. 14. Now I'm on cruise. At 14 miles an hour, I didn't have any trouble making that turn. Just take them wide and start early. And if you're uncomfortable, slow down and pick your speed back up. Since I'm coming to a stop sign up ahead, I will do that. Have a blind corner here, so the wisest thing to do is actually stop. All right, we're clear. I'm going to see what level 5 speed is. All right, well that's level 5 is 22. 21, 22. Too fast for me. So I'll drop down to around 15, 14 or so. If you're riding in traffic, I highly recommend wear a helmet. I was on a trail yesterday. It was a sunny day, so I wore a wide brimmed hat, but there was very little traffic there. Carrying a solar panel behind me, a 200 watt, so when I'm in the sun, whenever I go into the sun, it starts feeding power back into the battery. So if the motor is using more power from the battery than the solar panel provides, then the solar panel extends the range of the trike because it lowers the amount of power needed from the battery, because it's also feeding power to the battery and motor system. as I said this morning, I had it set up where the battery was just being charged, the bike was not on, and the solar panel charged the battery in a matter of hours. I didn't keep track of how many, but it fully charged the battery. So if you are bike packing and you don't have access to power, you have the power source with you if it's a sunny day, or even partial sun, you'll still get some charge. We have a short distance on this more traveled road, still not highly traveled, but the speed is faster. So I have it set on pedal assist 5 and I'm ghost pedaling. An interesting slide setup and swings. Pretty warm today, so I'm going to take a swig of water. Throat was getting a bit dry. think you could comfortably go faster than this on a bike, where you can lean in turns, and you're not as subject to bumps in the road that tend to turn you left or right. If there's any difference in elevation and any height difference. See, right now it's pitching a little bit left and right because the road is uneven. You don't have that problem with the bike. You just go down and up. Yeah, but when you're in a turn on a trike, you can lean your body, but the seat stays vertical and the trike stays vertical in the turn, and the center of gravity is higher, so that left wheel, if I'm making a left turn, that left wheel can come off the ground. If I'm making a right turn, the right wheel can come off the ground. And on this particular trike, the right wheel is the drive wheel when you're pedaling. The front wheel is the motor wheel, so it's always in contact with the ground. And it's a simple setup, which is what I like about it. There's no chains, there's nothing involved. I could take the drivetrain off the pedals and still be able to motor around with this. But I want to get the exercise and I like pedaling. But some trikes have a motor in the back. There may be some advantage to that. To me, it just, unless you've got a true differential where it's driving both wheels for traction, I'm not sure that it's really that superior to this. I do notice when I'm going up a hill or on loose gravel, the front wheel of this bike, because the motor's on the front wheel, tends to peel out a bit, spin a bit, but it's nothing serious. I can just lean forward and I can pedal to help. It's not an issue really, just the way that that system works. On a rear wheel drive, you might have better traction, especially with the differential. So we're in some sugarcane country now. There are a lot of sugarcane fields in South Louisiana. It's a cash crop. Thinking of getting a headset microphone that plugs into the earphone jack. See if I can get that to work with a foam cap on it to cut down wind noise. Up ahead is Duson residential area. We'll go through that, and then on the west of the residential area, there's another field and then a truck stop, which is our destination. I've gone as far west as the east side of Crowley on this bike before, and what I found was that Highway 90, just the section right between the water tower and some of the main streets in the city, there's no shoulder, and I didn't feel comfortable riding on that. Now, much of the other part that I rode on had a nice shoulder. I didn't have to worry about all of the traffic is passing by quickly. I think the speed limit's 55. You're fairly safe there, but because I didn't have a shoulder to ride on and the traffic was fast, I just turned around and went back home. I'm not going to endanger myself unnecessarily. Now, I was noticing on Fort Worth has a trail network of paved sidewalks where you can ride bikes or walk. It's very nice. An extensive network of trails. If you want to use Google Maps or Google Earth to check it out, it's impressive. notice there's a bit of side-to-side jitter on a trike that you won't see on a bike on two wheels, because those back wheels are riding whatever bump they're on. One side might be higher than the other at any time. Be cool for someone to invent an independent suspension system. Well, we have reached our destination. I think I'll park me in the shade and the solar panel in the sun. Let's see what we have. Looks like 14 miles. So round trip will be 28. That sounds like a lot, so I'll have to check that. But okay.